So, I'm back to talk about more episodes of a anime that I have really been getting into. And that, like when I'm watching it, it's like, yes, another episode is Devilman. Episodes 21 to 31. Let's look at episode 21 with Demon Doro Loves Humans. This episode came out on December 2nd, 1972. Demon Doro has a bottomless appetite and sets his eyes on Noko Academy. I love the goofy moments between the teacher and the principal and him thinking, oh, the teacher has lost his shit? Heck, poor Mickey tries to share some delicious gelato, Akira, and the fact that the villain of this episode basically can, stretch himself. He can turn himself into a little gooey thing. And so he thinks like, oh, he's turned himself mini. But I do love it when he tries to burn the mini Doro using a stove. Overall, this is a fun episode with some goofy moments like Tar running away from the bad guy or tricking the bad guy to go into a volcano, causing it to erupt. So let's go look at Demon Mogul, the Illusionist, December 9th, 1972. The principal and the teacher believe they see Akira push Mickey into a river, so he tries to find all the evidence to prove he is innocent. There are moments of goofy face animation where I immediately thought, were animators just trying to take the piss?
あの二人は心中するつもりだったのね。うわ、ロマンチック。
勉強嫌いはとかくエネルギーが爆発しやすい。不幸にして彼は青春の目標を誤ったのだろうな。はいは悲しいのだ。
Or, yeah, we know. No one's gonna actually pay attention to this. Then the villain of the episode pops out, and I'm thinking, do these guys just, not care who sees them? They just, say, hello, humans! I'm the Demon Lord! There's even a moment that could be a reference to when Spider-Man fails to rescue Gwen Stacy. But I do have to ask this question when it comes to the villain. Why are your tits so big? I gotta say, this episode was fun. Demon Bora, the Mystery of Tibet. December 16th, 1972. Tar gets into an argument with Mio. He runs away on a business trip his dad is taking, so Mickey and Akira try to go to recover him. I do like how at times Akira is basically almost like a older brother figure to Tar.
おい、どうしてタレちゃん、頑張れよ。タレちゃん、よく一晩でそこまで覚えたもんだ。何よ、タレちゃん、ゆうべパパから聞いたんじゃない。もう。
With his, teasing him, say, "Aw, little man, you got yourself a girlfriend, huh?" And the suspension in this episode is pretty good from when the locals are about to sacrifice the entire family. But I do like the scene at the final scene with him, Akira, where it's kind of funny / cute, and that, Like his just like said goofiness. So let's look at next episode. Demon Gakko, the Living Spectre. December 23rd, 1972. Demon the Ka uses his power to possess Akira's classmate, Toji. The bad guy of this episode is a cat. I said that possesses others, like the teacher wanting to, like, in a way, like, say, whenever the cat, like, looks at him, he goes, like, say, you shall do this, you want to do that, then go do that. Like, say, in a way that the teacher is, like, I want to go drive fast, and he ends up running into people, and Tojiha, his girlfriend, goes, like, say, oh, that teacher, what has he done to my man? The story is more about the characters instead of like say, hey, there is a demon to fight, which is always pretty good because you know that sometimes would change how this like say, hey, sometimes we want some different conflicts. Next episode is Evil General Muzan, The Great School Assault, December 30th, 1972. Tired of his failures, Muzan decides to go face Devilman himself. All of the academy is held captive in an alternate dimension. And I gotta say, the episode starts off with some moments like Tar disappearing, like walking into the school, like like suddenly, you appear and like his head's suddenly gone, like say, and then like, wait, what happened? Here, and like with some fun face animations, like whenever characters are freaking, like say, freaking out, like say, oh my gosh, what's going on here? And like the moments when they are looking over the fence to see if like, has anyone over there? Have we checked to see if anything is going on? And every so often, like say the teacher, like say when the students are saying like, hey look, I see a shooting star, and the teacher is saying like say, there are dangerous creatures over there, and then one of them just starts to chase him. And then then they start to come over to the edge. But this one was fun too, because like say if Devilman basically does get fight the bad guy and defeats him, then suddenly all the students are trapped there. But it was a good one, I think. Demon of the Snow, Lala, January 6, 1973. Akira is captured by demons Dodo and demon Lala. During a ski trip with Dodo disguising himself as Akira and plans on killing all of his friends. I kind of like the character of Lala. She's just a goofy goober. Like, the fact that, everyone sees like say, oh, you're just a goober. You are just a failure as a demon. But basically everyone else is just like say, not very vain. So she's always worried about her appearance. And she sees like say, I want to be pretty, but she also wants others to see, hey, I can be a good demon. Her partner's Dodo can shapeshift. There's like a moment where he turns like shapeshifts into a bear. By taking the form of a bear head. The fight scene involves Devilman chasing Dodo, who skis away. And Lala, I think this part was hilarious. She gets taken away by a mental hospital with her saying, no, I'm not crazy. And all that, and she's just... Yeah. I thought this one was great, and especially if you like how the show would go on from there. Demon Joel Limitless Desires, January 13th, 1973. Demon Lord Xanon faces Demon Marshal LeClerc and in charge of operations. Meanwhile, Lala attempts to escape the psychiatric hospital. The moments with her are a joy, and that she's just a fun character. The doctors try to throw her into the ocean at one point because she says this, we can't have patients that are just, unwilling to cooperate. So they just say, we need to get rid of her. So they decided to say, like, in their ultimate wisdom, we're going to put her on a truck, no one's going to notice, and they're going to throw her off into the ocean. I'm just like, say, dang, Japan. I mean, I wonder if this was in the manga, because this is, I feel like, say, Devilman is a manga I would love to read. There is even happy music that is played while carnage happens. After demons fall from the sky. And Akira is still not a jerk to Lala, even giving her sword back to her after she falls into the water. I think this the fight scene is like, I think so, like when the demon diamonds, I think this is the most he has gotten hurt in the anime. I could totally be wrong about that though. But I kind of liked it. The moments of goofy fun humor is always good. So, moving on. Demon Mignon, the Devil's Pennant, January 10th, 1973. The clock sends out her second servant, Mignon, to wreak havoc in the human world. And Lala attempts to seduce Akira, much to his annoyance. We have some classic hijinks, like characters shrinking. Sort of like in, Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, and that suddenly they see a brooch, which I believe is part of, fashion. And suddenly being chased by giant cats. But the pennant causes more trouble at airports, buses, and trains. Like, yeah, it gets bad. In this episode, since Devilman gets shrunk, Lala is the one who gets to fight the villain. And it is gloriously goofy. So, yeah, I like her. I like her character. She's fun. And but eventually everyone is able to become strong, get back to their correct sizes. So overall, a fun one. Demon Puzzle, The Insane Shadow, February 3rd, 1973. Demon Puzzle has the ability to turn any human aggressive and violent. Mickey, La, Tar, and Mio have to fend off all the crazy humans while Devilman tries to find the demon of the episode. Oh, and when I say aggressive, I mean road rage, using weapons to attack others, like say after, on the road. And also, there's a moment where a man just he's suddenly just counting money, just want to say and then he just say, "Forget it all!" And he just decides to quit then and there. And kind of almost have a mid-outing crisis. There are some fomas like Akira doing a somersault while trying to stop a race car. And the principal finally gets some comeuppances for being a creepy man, along with the teacher just being weird. Even the bad guy is perplexed by what is wrong with this man? Because he is just so strange. He's just walking around town and then saying, "Well, I didn't go to the bathroom," and then he just walks into a phone booth. Oh my gosh. But overall, I'm really digging this show, man. I like it. It's a fun anime. So, let's look at the final episode that we'll be looking at with Demon Kalaski, the Crimson Tornado, February 10th, 1973. I gotta say, this one was the most goofy. It was the most goof. The demon of this episode is ordered by the clock to execute Lala. No, please. I like her. The demon of this episode looks like a troll. Say, one that hides under bridges and becomes strong by drinking. I am not being hyperbolic. He actually, he becomes, say, tiny and all that, but as soon as he gets some drink in him, he becomes big, buff man who looks like, say, a mob boss from the 1950s. Sort of like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. But I do wonder, is it rice wine he's drinking? Because I really like rice wine. That's... Or, I just actually I meant to say, I like plum wine! This episode is hilarious in that the demon drags the teacher around, say, "Hey, is Lala, is she over there?" And he said, "No." And is she over there? "No." But eventually they find her, and I gotta say, the episode is a lot of fun, because it's more funny with the goofy demon of the episode, and Lala just being a goofy goober.
なんだか幅の広いバットね。
In this, like, say, like there's a moment where she's being held hostage, and Devilman is gonna say, "Oh no!" Like, say there, like, say fire of the cave of something is just holding him down, like melting his wings and stuff. And then he's going to say, "How do I get out of here?" So he tunnels himself out of the trap he's in, and then he goes like, "Surprise!" And oh my god, like, say this was the perfect episode for me to, to finish for watching for this specific episode, review. I love this episode, man. This one was great because I hope this. I don't know the other versions of this anime are a lot darker, and I'm gonna say that probably, like, I understand that because this episode came out in the 70s, whereas, like, say the later ones would came out in the 80s. And then, like, say, the most recent one, Devilman Crybaby, I believe, came out in the 2010s or later. Or, like, recently. So, at the same time, I mean, I'm starting to think, like, say, this is anime probably that I love. I'll see you next time.